Chef Michael Van Elzen and restaurateur Ganesh Raj are here to challenge our biggest spenders.
They're not even looking at the prices.
I was 100 off.
Do we have 100 to be 100 off?
Transforming kitchens.
We're not allowed anything.
Seaweed salad. Who are they trying to kid?
And boosting nutrition.
Looks very healthy, green.
I don't like the taste.
All to save our hard-earned cash.
It's so cheap.
This is amazing. I'm so pleased with myself.
We get revealing expert help.
55% of that sauce is sugar.
And even let you guys in on the act.
I love it.
It's time we all learned to eat well for less.
Delicious.
Thank you.
It's all hands on deck in this hard-working family. With Mum and Dad working long hours, the teens are on cooking duty.
That's better than usual.
But constantly reaching for quick fix meals and packet snacks is doing no favours for their health.
Everything we have comes in a jar or a box.
Can this family ditch the packet habit and get cooking with fresh food from scratch?
It smells so good.
This meal has put all our other meals to shame.
Well done.
This week we're in East Auckland with a fun-loving family of 5.
We're the Kinghams.
There's Mum Michelle, a customer service manager, Dad Shay, who works in engineering, and the kids, 17-year-old Riley, Jordan, 14, and 13-year-old Samantha, aka Sassy.
Oh my, she's a typical teenage girl, I swear.
It's a busy household, but Michelle and Shay have a support team behind them, with the kids happily pitching in with weeknight meal prep.
Oh, our daughter Sassy is the passionate chef in the house. She's the one that we rely on quite heavily to have the meals ready for us.
Out of a week, she would do 3, maybe 4 times.
That's better than usual.
I like cooking most of the days because it means I get out dishes. That's a good one. And also it means I get to say that I did cook it. And like it's the best feeling when they say they like it, but when they say they don't like it, well, whoopsie.
And the kids holding the fort at home is a huge help to Michelle and Shay.
Both Jay and I work full-time, so we're leaving the home around 6:30, and we're not really arriving home till just after 6:30 at night.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
Normally on the way home, I'm ringing the kids, making sure they're getting dinner sorted and everything's all right for when we get home. Hey, Sassy. Oh, that smells great.
I've spoken to people in the past, and they said, "You mean your children cook?" And it's like, yeah, I fully encourage it. Get them in the kitchen, get them cooking for you, because I mean, we probably couldn't do what we do without them doing that for us.
Thank you very much, Sammy Sam and Geordie. We get to sit down and have that time when we get home as a family, and I think that's huge.
But in order to get that much-needed family time around the dinner table, the Kinghams have fallen into an all-too-familiar trap.
Everything we have kind of comes in a jar or a box.
Just so it's easy for the kids. They can just follow the recipes.
I want to say junk food, but high carb, heavy filling type food. You know, your rice risotto, your tacos.
And reaching for an easy-to-grab packet is also the go-to solution for lunches.
Our kids' lunches are just like every packet or box that we possibly can.
Need to get a little bit better at.
Yeah, encouraging healthier food choices rather than just, it's there, grab it.
This family are keen to swap the packets and jars for some much-needed cooking knowledge.
To just learn a little bit more about the ingredients and recipes and pass that on to the kids.
Check it out.
Some extra savings wouldn't hurt either, as the Kinghams will soon be moving into their new home build.
Primo.
Oh, look at it. Look how much they've done.
I think we're all so excited about that. We spend every weekend looking at our house grow.
Your kitchen.
Hey.
To be able to have your own home for your kids. Yeah, very important. Oh, this has been a long time coming.
With big plans for their dream home, let's see if some sizable savings can be made from their supermarket shop. And here to watch closely are Chef Michael Van Elzen and restaurateur Ganesh Raj.
Got our list for our shop?
Certainly do.
We love to see a list.
It's great. Look at it. Look on that list. They've got like their meals for each day of the week.
Yeah, I just wonder if what's in the trolley is what's on the list.
Oh, mushrooms.
Yep.
So we've got mushrooms in bags.
Lettuce in a bag.
Even that lovely broccoli's going in a bag.
That broccoli doesn't want to be in the bag.
I just want to grab one of those salads in the bag.
They love their bags, Michael.
Muesli bars. grab 2 of those.
And the beef jerky.
Look at that jerky. Comes perfectly wrapped. It's like a little present. This packaging stuff is really tough.
What do we have down here?
Chocolate.
Ooh, dangerous aisle. I don't think that was actually on
I
our
don't
list.
see that on there.
3 big bottles of soft drinks.
All right, biggies.
Spaghetti. No, I want it for the pizzas.
Spaghetti on pizza. Controversial.
It doesn't look like they're checking labels.
I wonder if they know how to read the label.
I don't think they do because they're not doing it at all for anything they've put in so far.
Chicken in the bag, oven ready. Nice and easy.
Chicken in a bag, in a bag.
I think that's everything on our list except we have to race back to get breadcrumbs.
And breadcrumbs, yep.
I'm struggling to find positive things to say about what they're shopping with.
They've got some fruit, they've got some vegetables, they've got a bit of meat in there.
Yeah, but not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough for a growing
Let's go
family.
sort them out.
Okay.
Time for Mike and Ganesh to get an in-person look at this troublesome trolley.
I'll grab the...
Good morning. How
Hello
are we?
there.
Are
Good
we
morning,
well?
everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Good to see you.
I'm Michael.
Ganesh. Who do we have?
Michelle?
Michelle.
And Shay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you guys. Now, what do we have here today? Let me have a look. Bring it to me. Don't worry.
It's a good-looking trolley.
Got a bit of bread.
I'll hide the list.
Yes. They have a list.
Show me. Show me. Do you see pies on this list?
There are no pies on this list.
Are you sure?
No.
There are no pies on this
no.
list. Guys, I need to see what's in here. Let's get you to the checkout, eh?
Follow us.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Off to the till with Mike and Ganesh on scanning duty.
Bring it on.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Isn't that packaging beautiful?
Let's see the price here, Michael.
$6.50.
I mean, the fish aren't going to be happy about that.
Okay. This is 53% of your daily intake of salt. 53%. Okay, are you a rat man?
I love rats,
I think
man.
rats are
I
great.
rat sometimes in the weekends. MC Slice is my name.
I'm seeing a lot of packaging. More salt,
Salt,
sweets,
sweets,
more sweets.
sweets.
And some biscuits.
What? I just got blood sugar rising.
Can we put some meat on this?
Still no
Feels
meals.
so bad.
Still no meals, team. What is that, Mike? Oh, it's like a nature documentary.
I think it
Is this a different family? Because right now I feel like we've changed families.
Well, no,
I
there's
feel
still,
like
everything's still in the bag.
okay, it's the same family.
Same family.
It's the same family.
Boneless chickens, tenderloins. I do like a sirloin steak. Okay, do you have any idea how much you've spent?
320, 350.
The number is.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Hey, that's quite a bit more, right?
Yeah, that was way out.
But-
Way out.
But probably the one thing that I would be more kind of concerned about
Yeah.
would be the salt and the sugar.
And the amount of packaging.
Packaging.
Because it has to go somewhere, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And we don't like that. But look, we're all good. Let's get back to the house. Let's have a look at what's happening.
We convenience food shop a lot, so everything has to have a box or a packet because it speeds up the next step of the process. So I think that's probably something that I didn't quite realise we'd done to such an extreme.
With the sugar and salt-laden shop done, Mike and Ganesh rush ahead to get a sneaky look at what's already in the pantry back home.
I like these little slidey jobbies,
Open
eh?
sesame.
Look at that.
All right, so convenience, time poor, right?
Yeah.
Sauces,
Salt.
more sauces. So that means that they're trying to figure out how to get things done, but they don't have the time to do it properly.
Is it confidence in the kitchen? Is it knowledge in the kitchen? Right. What else
All right.
we got?
Oh,
Isn't that pretty?
it is very pretty, but here's what's frightening. Chicken salt, all-purpose seasoning, sprinkle seasoning. But then here, there's all these beautiful spices.
And most of these spices are probably in these seasonings,
Exactly.
minus one key ingredient.
Salt.
Roger.
All right, let's get them using the spices. Less of that salt.
With a shop chocker full of convenience foods, there are some inconvenient truths to face about what they've bought today.
What do you think about what you're seeing in front of you?
Packets and packets of
Junk.
junk.
This is the river of sugar right here. And then over here,
It's a lot of salt.
and probably sugar in that stuff too. Because all the good food's over there, guys.
Yeah.
It's all at that end. 3/4 of your table can't be this. Because this is not just wallet stuff, this is health stuff.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that's what's scary.
So let's talk about money. You spent $433.57 at the supermarket today. And then I think you also go and eat out sometimes, I've heard.
Stop it.
About 123?
Really?
Yeah, that's what you kind of spend on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Chickies.
So that's a total of $557 per week that you're spending. Supermarket plus takeaways.
Shivers.
And I can say that the minimum amount that you need to spend for your age, your location, and for your dietary requirements is $340 per week.
How does that make you feel?
Not very good.
No. Pretty. Is anger the right emotion? Because I'm angry with myself and annoyed with us a little, but also like, chickies.
Yeah, for letting it sort of get out of hand.
Control.
Because that whole amount is $28,964 a year that you're spending.
It's massive. Landscaping for the new house.
Yes.
And a lot of that has to do with just choices, right?
Bad ones.
Let's bring convenience food in that you can actually make that treats everyone well, good for their brains, good for their bodies, good for the wallet.
Sounds good.
And still fast, but it doesn't need to be this rubbish fast.
100%.
With the Kinghams ready to make some changes, Mike and Ganesh need to nudge them in the right direction.
So, Ganesh, what do you think of that shop?
I'm going to say a quarter of that trolley was maybe food that's good for you, and the other 3/4 was salt and sugar.
I think this family is all about trying to cut out the salt and trying to cut out the sugar, or at least reduce it dramatically.
And then maybe we'll save them some money as well for the new house.
Absolutely.
It's kitchen makeover day for the Kingham family, as the Eat Well for Less team give the pantry and fridge a complete overhaul. The family's much-loved salty and sugary snacks are off limits, and jars and boxes of convenience are a no-go, replaced by whole food ingredients for meals from scratch. One thing the family have been allowed to keep is their spice drawer, minus those salty seasonings, ready to add flavour to home-cooked meals.
Look how nervous we all are.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
There's nothing left.
Oh, my chips have gone.
Yeah, of course
Oh,
your
your
chips are
chocolate's
gone.
up there too.
Even lost your cereal. White bread.
Isn't white bread the same bread we use?
No, but it's probably a cheap.
Well, we don't know.
You said Boswell. I don't know. If that's not. Oh.
And there's tuna.
If they think that's bad, wait till they see what we've done to their cupboard of convenience.
That whole
whole thing is caution.
We're not allowed anything.
We lost the whole slide out.
Sorry, kids. No more food.
I wonder if that's my butter.
There's butter and spread butter.
I wonder if it's my butter, though.
All your butter's gone.
All your butter's
chicken
up there.
Oh, no.
You know what? We don't have tomato sauce.
Oh,
Where's my sauce?
No waddies. Uh-oh.
It's not chicken salt. Chicken salt. Let's go. That's not too bad.
That's interesting.
I still have my basil. I'm good.
We lost all like our snacks. We're not having to eat during the day. Hopefully.
Open minds. Open minds.
minds.
That's what it is.
It's weird because we're all used to pack it, and now it's just like, no. Where has that gone?
Their trusty packaged meal bases may be out of bounds, but Mike's here to show head chef Sassy that she still has all she needs for tasty meals from scratch.
Right, Sassy,
Yes.
do you know where we're going to start?
No clue.
We're going to start in your favourite part of the kitchen.
My spice drawer?
Yes! How did you know that? Let's open it up. So, we want to help you understand where you can use these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I thought we would do a sauce called Harissa.
Time to get some flavours firing in this North African sauce using coriander, cumin and fennel seeds.
So I'm going to put them under the grill.
And after a quick toast, the spices are crushed together.
Once you crush it, now you smell what's that? What is that?
That smells so nice.
That is flavour.
The peppers are lightly coated in oil and onto a tray, ready to go under a hot grill to blacken the skin.
pop them into your grill as close to that top element as you can, and we're going to roast them until they're black. Black. You might say it's burnt. I say charred.
The peppers need to be turned to make sure they get a nice even char on all sides. Meanwhile, get garlic and onions chopped and sautéing.
Oh, look how charred they are. Colour is flavour.
Place the charred peppers straight into a covered bowl to trap in the steam.
The flesh inside that skin will collapse. And then you just come along and just take the skin away. And you've got delicious charred peppers underneath.
Remove the skin and seeds.
Remember, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot.
The peppers go into a food processor with the sautéed garlic and onion and the spice mix, along with a little bit of brown sugar and some Thai fish sauce.
Looks amazing, Sassy, look at that. You've just made harissa.
That's really nice.
It's good, huh?
Pretty flash. And Mike has a few more chefy tricks to share with Sassy.
Okay, Sassy, now what we're going to do is what we call spatchcock chicken, okay? Two things. It enables you to get the spice or the seasoning on the inside as well as on the outside, and it also speeds the cooking process up, okay?
To spatchcock, cut the backbone out of the chicken using kitchen shears.
Cut that. That enables you to split it and lay it flat. One flat chook.
To crank up the flavour, the harissa sauce is brushed generously over the chook, top and bottom.
Yum, yum, yum.
I never thought I'd be doing this.
See you, chicken.
Then it's into the oven for around 25 minutes.
Bye.
Along with chopped pumpkin, carrot and kumara for some roasty veg.
Ooh, my charred chook.
Once it's cooked, let the chicken rest for 10 minutes or so. Just enough time to prep a little side salad of tomatoes, chopped dates, couscous and those roasties. Plus some reserved harissa for an extra punch of flavour.
Smother it.
Serve it all up with a drizzle of yogurt with fresh mint and coriander.
This looks amazing.
Top job.
Well done.
It's harissa spatchcock with chicken and couscous.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
That sounds fancy.
Taste explosion.
I think this meal has actually put all our other meals to shame.
Sass, you're like an expert.
I think you've set the bar
She
right
has.
up here.
Totally.
And I don't know how we're going to beat it. We're going to have to try, boys.
Don't worry, Shay. Mike and Ganesh have big kitchen ambitions for the boys too.
What's the verdict?
Pretty good. I actually really like it.
Would we make this again?
I hope you don't, because it's really lovely.
Again and again and again. For sure.
With the first recipe an overwhelming success, let's see if they can get on board with some food swaps, starting with a humble ham Sammy. This one's a triple threat, as the bread, butter and ham are all possible swaps.
It's definitely really soft. I don't think it's my butter.
No, it has to be swapped.
When it goes on the bread, that it's not going to rip it up either.
No.
That's not doing that. Although
No,
the bread
it's not.
feels really soft.
The bread's the same.
Yeah, the bread's the same. The butter, I think, is definitely different.
They seem pretty confident, but what about the ham?
Straight away, we could tell that's better.
Okay, that one was too easy. They do have us there, as we've swapped the ham for a less processed option.
Definitely like the ham a bit more.
The ham is heaps better.
Michelle is very particular about her butter spread. Surely she'll notice the taste difference.
This is going to sound really bad, but I can't really taste the difference in the butter. I thought I was a butter connoisseur, but it
You
actually...
thought it was going to taste different, yeah.
Sounds like another tick there. We've been cheeky and switched Michelle's butter to a margarine, which has less than half the saturated fat, as well as a big saving.
I'm pretty sure this is the same bread.
I mean, it's probably just as soft as what we normally get.
We have swapped it for a cheaper loaf.
If these are all swaps or substitutes, if they've been tricky-dicky with us, then I would keep them.
Yeah, no, I would swap all of them then.
3 from 3. That humble ham sandwich could well transform the family's savings. The Kinghams are big on convenience, but that often means single-use packets, which are terrible for the planet. Waste expert Kate Meads is here to lift the lid on recycling the right way.
So looking at all of this, I would think I could recycle all of it. Is that true?
Absolutely not. Some of it can definitely be recycled, but there's a whole lot that can't be. Kiwis are really bad at recycling. We don't know what we can put in there. We also don't understand if it's dirty or you're putting the wrong thing in, you're literally contaminating the whole recycling cycle.
What do all the numbers actually mean on the containers?
So it just identifies what resin it's made from, but it doesn't actually mean that it can be recycled. This one here's got a number 1 on it. That can be recycled in some councils, but not necessarily. You really have to check your council website because some of them will only take certain containers. And this one here, not recyclable in any council,
really?
Even though it's got a number on it.
Wow.
It's got the recycled logo on it.
It's polystyrene, so it can't be recycled.
I see that symbol and I see it can be recycled.
Absolutely. I feel like we've been trained to think that, but it's not true.
It's not true.
What about all the other materials that we try and recycle every day?
The glass, you have to make sure that the lid's off. The aluminium foil, some councils will take it scrunched up into a tight ball and others will not take it. But they will take tins and aluminium cans, but they must be clean.
Can you give us maybe some key points?
Check your local council website to see what your local rules are, because it changes from council to council. When you go into the supermarket and you're looking at the products you're going to take home, why don't you look if it can be recycled at that point before you buy a problem to take home and end up not being able to recycle it. And then the third thing is if you don't know if it can be recycled, you're unsure, or you can't get it completely clean, then put it straight in the rubbish. Don't put it in the recycling bin because then you're just contaminating your recycling.
Wow. Okay.
We're back with the Kingham family, who are big on packaged snacks and quick fix meals. This week, it's all about good food from scratch. And right now, it's mother-daughter baking time.
Right, what surprises you got for us? We have Ganesh's apricot coconut slice. So you go, George.
Whiz up a packet of digestive biscuits in a food processor.
Have a look. Perfect.
Chop the apricots finely.
Like that?
We'll get better. You got heaps to practice on.
This could take a while, so Michelle measures out the butter and coconut sugar.
Do you want to try some?
Coconut sugar has a lower GI than white sugar and is less processed, plus it adds a slight caramel taste.
Like a chocolatey sugar.
I actually didn't mind that.
The butter and coconut sugar go into the microwave to melt together. Looks like Sassy's perfected her apricot chopping technique.
That's a better way of doing it, eh?
Mix the biscuit crumbs with the butter mix, condensed milk, apricots and coconut.
Yeah, that's why.
It smells so good.
Then press the mixture into a tin. For the topping, it's sliced almonds toasted in the oven with a dusting of cinnamon, plus extra coconut.
Okay, go for it.
Pop it into the fridge to set.
Well done.
After the slice has had 4 hours to set, it's time to find out if it's worth the wait.
Oh my Lord.
That's nice.
I think I took too big a mouthful.
Same.
Note to self.
But was it easy?
It was really easy.
Okay, so it's something you could easily make and then easily have for lunches.
Yeah. And I think we'd probably do it again, and I think we'd get better.
At it. And it'd make it nicer or add touches to it. And
I definitely would take it to school.
And if you think about it, it would be a substitute for one of your muesli bars.
Yeah, but mine were like really good though, the peanut butter bars.
What's wrong with these? What are you saying about Sassy and I?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I do like it. I also like my other ones.
Fair enough.
Probably want to swap.
That's fair
It's
enough.
like having a peanut butter repetitively.
Yeah.
You don't take those every day.
No.
The Kingham's usual lunchbox snacks include things like instant noodles and packaged snacks, which fall into the category of ultra-processed foods. But what's the difference between processed and ultra-processed, and how bad can it really be? Nutritionist Amanda Bryan is here with the lowdown.
So Amanda, tell me something. What exactly are ultra-processed foods?
So when it comes to processing food, not all processing is bad. For example, this tin of chickpeas here, it's just chickpeas and water stored in a tin so we can keep it for longer. The more that we process our foods, the more nutrition that is lost out of them. And when things are lost out of our food through processing, then other ingredients are added in, and often it's things like fat, salt and sugar that we know are really harmful to our health if we eat them in excess.
So these here are very good examples of ultra-processed food.
So I've taken a look at the ingredients for each of these examples here, and then behind the examples we can see the ingredients that you would be able to find in your home kitchen. So for the instant noodles, there's 9 ingredients on the package, and here we've just got vegetable oil and flour. For our cheese and our crackers, there's about 15 ingredients in the cheesy spread. You'll only probably recognise the butter and the cheese. For our crackers, there's some flour, and then for our sausages at the end there is 14 ingredients, and we've just got rice flour and chicken there. There's a whole lot of industrial processes that go behind these ingredients, adding lots of other stuff in to the final product.
My goodness, it doesn't even feel like food when you say it that way.
If you just had 2 of those sausages, that's half your daily recommended intake of sodium, and just 2 sausages without adding the sauce, the bread, anything else.
And all the bits and pieces that go with it.
Yeah. In these examples here, they're pretty common foods, and it's estimated that now about 69% of our food supply is actually made up of ultra-processed foods.
Oh my goodness. So what are the telltale signs that something is ultra-processed?
First, you can have a look at the ingredients list. So if there's a whole lot of things there that you don't recognise a big list, that's normally a sign that it's ultra-processed. Another sign is how long it will keep for, so the best before date. For example, these pre-cooked sausages, they're good for 2 months in your fridge.
That didn't seem right.
2 months.
Yeah, and I mean, would you leave that fresh piece of chicken breast for 2 months in your fridge?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So it's up to us as consumers to make the choices and choose things that are less processed. They're better for us.
Back at the Kingham home, it's finally the boys' turn to rustle up the next family feed, minus any ultra-processed nasties.
So we are cooking Mike's lamb and pumpkin sausage rolls with butter bean hummus. Okay, so you can do the onion, I'll do the pumpkin. Yeah.
Yikes. It's a bit different from their usual go-to meals, and the boys are a bit outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah, cut a pumpkin.
I'm assuming so.
It may be tricky to cut, but pumpkin is packed with vitamins A, C, and E. Jordan eases into things with the simple task of cutting an onion.
So many layers. Jeez.
Meanwhile, Riley races ahead with grating pumpkin for the sausage roll mixture.
How far away are you from finishing the onion?
Yeah, about that.
Still a good bit away?
Yeah.
Just chop it, very small.
Oh, it is finely sliced.
Might be time for the big bro to step in.
You should have done this from the beginning. Pumpkin's done.
And so is the onion.
Sauté those beautifully chopped onions. To the grated pumpkin, add in breadcrumbs, lamb mince, chopped rosemary, and a little salt, plus the sautéed onions.
So I'm about to just do those wraps, Jordan. Fold them out, and then you've got to separate that into 3.
Then it's time to roll them up. This recipe uses wraps instead of puff pastry, a great option as they have less than 1/4 of the fat.
It's a very weird mix compared to what we normally see in a sausage roll.
Divide the meat mixture into 3, then shape each portion into a log on a wrap. Seal by brushing with some lightly beaten egg.
Happy with that one?
Just when we're on a roll, the boys have forgotten something.
You just cook the onion and then just lift it. Let's just have a sausage roll without onion.
Yeah.
Boys, okay, your secret's safe with us. Place the saucy rolls on a baking tray, brush with egg, and sprinkle with sunflower and poppy seeds. While the sausage rolls are baking, the boys whiz up a butter bean hummus to go on the side. Just butter beans, tahini, lemon juice and oil with a touch of salt and a little water. Blitz, and just like that, you have a tasty dipping sauce. So how will these pastry-free saucy rolls go down?
No pressure. Yeah, we dig in?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yum.
Pretty good. I see why they do add the onion.
Don't worry, boys, there's always next time. While we're missing onion, there's some extra veg in the mix with the butter bean hummus.
It's nice with the butter bean.
Didn't even realise that there was such thing as a butter bean.
And now you're getting the whole dip, and it's different to tomato sauce, and it's probably far better for us, obviously.
Obviously.
I think you should definitely make them again.
Yeah.
Would you?
Maybe as a, whole family, we could just make a bunch of them.
Instead of just going to the bakery constantly after a rugby game, just come over these.
Amen to that. Yes.
Looks like another hit. Hummus from butter beans, who knew? Tinned beans are a great way to get a serve of veg in, as well as being low cost and filling. And who can go past a classic baked beans on toast? So today, we're putting this tinned food fave to the test.
I wanna sing on the big stage
With the all singing, all dancing Encore Theatre Collective.
sing with encore.
When it comes to baked beans, these guys are fully tuned in.
Good bean to sauce ratio and need it to be sweet but not too sweet with a nice tomato taste.
And there is one brand in particular that has a solid fan base.
We've always bought Waddies and I think they just taste really good.
Today they'll be testing the fave, Waddies baked beans with 50% less added sugar, Heinz beans English recipe, the most expensive in our test, oak baked beans, and a supermarket own option, the cheapest of the bunch. As if they aren't already full of beans, it's time to get testing.
Should we give these a go? Yeah.
First up is oak. Will these beans be worth making a song and dance about?
It's not like amazing, but it's not bad either.
Yeah.
It's like
The beans are a bit like doughy.
Like a little bit grainy as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if I'm a...
It's like eating into like raw cookie dough.
there's a really good tomato flavour, which is actually really good.
I've never analysed beans so much.
Heinz is next. Will our testers find this English recipe jolly good?
It's a good texture.
I feel like there's more of that tomato taste and it tastes less processed.
There could be more sauce though. It tastes a bit more authentic. Yeah, like the classic baked beans taste. Yeah.
Now to see how the supermarket own brand performs.
Tastes different.
I do not like it. That's not good. In a way, like the sauce is like quite bitter.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not as sweet.
Your one mouthful was like enough. And it's like,
And finally, it's Watties. Will it still receive rave reviews in a blind taste test?
smells good. It's familiar. Yeah. Okay.
Try make good.
Those are good. It could be Waddies.
It's a good amount of sweetness.
It's not overpowering.
Yep.
The sauce is like perfect consistency.
Yeah.
And the ratio is perfect.
I definitely think this is the best one so far. It's definitely my favourite.
Yeah. Agreed.
Time to find out which baked beans got a standing ovation from our testers. The star of the show is Watties, with Heinz in second place, showing sometimes you just can't beat a classic. We're on a mission with the Kingham family to cut down the amount of salt and sugar in their diet and save them some money for their new home while we're at it.
Look how much they've done.
Today they'll be testing out a more affordable tuna. Will they know we've swapped it?
It looks the same, but
I reckon I'll swap it.
it looks like there's less oil in it. See?
Yeah.
Less liquid.
All right, let's try it.
It does taste the same.
Probably a cheaper brand.
Yeah, but it's still tasty.
I would eat that again.
You would?
Yeah.
So that's we would swap?
If it is a swap.
If it is a swap.
Yeah, if it is a swap.
But if it's the same, it's the same.
The taste may be similar, but it's 89 cents cheaper per can. The new tuna is an easy way to save some money. Now that quick fix meals from a jar are off the menu in the Kingham house, Ganesh is here to help Shay and Jordan prepare a meal that is full of flavour without a pesky packet in sight.
We're doing a falafel and tabouli bowl with a garlic dill yogurt. And we're gonna use all these beautiful spices.
Jordan gets started attacking some parsley for the salad, while Shay takes care of the dressing, combining Greek yogurt, dill, and lemon juice.
Just use your hand, collect anything that we don't want. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna taste it.
It's got the lemon kick.
Yeah, so let's balance that out with some of the salt.
Season to taste, and that's the dressing taken care of. For the tabouli, it's chopped parsley, red onion, and tomato, with a squeeze of lemon and a dash of olive oil. But the star of the show is the falafel.
Chickpeas are magic.
Chickpeas, onion, parsley, garlic, and spices with a little oil go into the food processor for a quick blitz.
That's it, because any more than that, and it'll get too thin and too watery.
Add a touch of flour to bind the falafel, and they're ready to shape into patties. Use just a small amount of oil to cook the falafels, and don't crowd the pan.
Normally with falafel, the whole thing's brown because they're deep fried, but we don't want to do that because that's lots and lots of oil. We're just going to do shallow fry.
Yep.
So we reduce that, it's healthier for you. You see how that is exactly the color that we want, golden brown.
And once the falafels are done, add cooked wild rice to the tabouli salad for some extra vitamins and minerals.
Well, that's pretty much it. Let's go eat.
Let's go.
Sweet ass.
To serve, place the falafels on a bed of salad with a drizzle of dressing.
Smells delicious.
Top job.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
The new bacon up.
I think it's really, it's fresh.
Yeah. When you eat it, you're like, this is good for me.
Yeah. So good.
And what are we thinking?
I quite like the meal. I think the sauce is pretty good. However, I do think maybe if we added something else onto the plate.
Needs meat.
Yeah, but I kind of like the idea that as a family, having more just plain vegetarian meals.
Yeah.
Meat doesn't have to be the one and only focus of protein.
Well said, Mum.
What's that?
Well said, because this food right here has all the elements you need for a tasty meal. And guess what? It doesn't cost a lot of money. And that's the beauty of vegetarian food, right?
This meal, you could take this to school tomorrow in your lunchbox as it is, or you imagine wrapped up in a wrap.
Yes.
Yum.
With Dad's leftover lamb from a Sunday roast.
Ooh.
With that yogurt, with some of that salad in a wrap. Yeah, she's in.
My friends will think I'm crazy.
They'll be jealous.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be.
Just enough time to squeeze in one final food test. Frozen crumbed hoki fillets, which are a go-to for this family on busy nights. Let's see what Sassy and Jordan think of these.
What are we doing? Fish.
Tastes the same.
I think the crumb looks different.
Yeah, definitely the crumb.
Can I taste some? Anyone gonna let me?
Sam.
Too good to
you
hand
wanna-
over. I'll try some of yours. Thank you, mister.
That's hot.
Yum. Pretty yum.
So it's different.
So it's different. Actually, can I say, it should taste really fresh. But do you think it's definitely a change?
If it is a change, I like it.
You
And
like
if it's
it?
the
But if it
same,
isn't,
wow.
I'm kind of confused.
So do I get a bite?
No.
Yeah, nah. Nah.
Too good, huh?
It is a swap, and we've been tricky and given them a homemade option. But with a tidy wee saving and a fresher taste, they might just go for it. It's the final day in East Oakland, and the Eat Well for Less experiment is drawing to a close. The Kinghams have embraced the challenge, but it's verdict time, and Michael and Ganesh are stopping by for one last visit.
How do you think they've gone?
Well, I don't know. I think that little Sassy, I think she would have been in there. She would have been in that kitchen.
She would have been in the kitchen, but they have so many things that they're familiar with that they're not allowed to have.
Yeah, but wait till they see what we've got in here.
Exactly.
So, how was your week?
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Is it a good intense, or is it like, I'm terrified, never want to do that ever again intense?
A little bit of both, no.
A bit of both.
Yeah, there was certainly some moments.
So, we've got a few surprises today.
Oh, yeah, we have. What do we think about bread swap this week?
I'm pretty sure this is the same bread.
Probably just as soft as what we normally get.
All good?
Yeah.
Happy with it?
Really soft, really good.
We did, in fact, swap it.
It was.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, mighty fresh. Little saving, $1.30.
Okay.
If you're going through a loaf a day, that's over $400 a year savings. Great, huh? So that's a keeper?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so next food item. What did you think of the fish fillets?
Actually, can I say, it should taste really fresh. They were really yum.
We did, in fact, swap them for some ingredients.
Oh, fresh.
In here, you have fresh hoki, an egg, some breadcrumbs, and some flour.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Making it from scratch.
Yeah.
Not only are you saving $3, the original one that you ate, half of that was breadcrumbs and half of that was fish. So it was only 200 grams of fish. So it's a pretty good saving, and you're getting a whole lot more fish.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Keeper? Goodie.
Too easy. So, what do you think about our good friend tuna?
It does taste the same.
Probably a cheaper brand.
Yeah, but it's still tasty.
It was a swap.
Okay.
There you go. Again, how many do you reckon you'd use in a week?
Quite a few, because I think...
5, 6?
Yeah, at least. Yep.
The saving is a massive 89 cents per tin.
Yep. Definite swap.
Per tin.
Yep.
$6 a week before
Yep.
you know it. 180, $200. So what do you reckon?
Oh, definite.
Keep it.
What about the ham?
Loved it.
Loved it?
Definitely like the ham a bit more.
The ham is heaps better.
He did in fact swap it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is, this is where it's a little bit funny because there was no saving.
Okay, but it tasted a heck of
However, because we took our own container to the supermarket and we got this from the deli, there is no wastage because this is your container. And also, because you got it from the deli, this ham is a far better product.
That's so cool.
Is that a keeper?
Oh, yes.
Goodie.
Last one, Michelle's butter spread.
It's definitely really soft. I don't think it's my butter.
No, it has to be swapped.
It tastes a little different, but not significantly because of everything you put with it.
It was a swap. This one right here, the best part about it is it has almost half the amount of fat and almost half the amount of salt. You can still have the taste of butter, but it's going to be healthier for you.
Excellent.
Correct.
But here's the best part. Check out the saving per pack.
Great, isn't it? Good one. Isn't it? It's great.
That's huge.
That's huge.
I mean, listen, less fat, less salt, more money in your pocket.
That one's huge because we go through a heck of a lot of that.
Excellent, excellent.
That's a keeper.
Well
Cool.
done, well
Goodie.
done.
Okay, so up until now, your average weekly spend was $557, which translated into a yearly spend of almost $29,000.
Okay. Yep.
However, with the changes that we have made, it will save you
$193 a week.
A week.
A week, so that's totaling to $10,000 a year.
That's quite
It is.
huge.
What does that mean to you with the new house?
The landscaping.
Landscaping.
Yeah, but it's also cutting out the junk food. It's that healthy part to this.
Yes.
I think at the start I might have been a little bit too driven on the cost.
On that note, before we came along, this is how much sugar you consumed every single week.
Per week. I thought that was going to be a year.
Shoot.
And then we have the salt, which is also a substantial amount of salt. So that was before. Sugar, salt.
But here's the good news. So just by doing the swaps, cutting out all the junk food, we're gonna take your weekly sugar to just this much. Look at the difference between those two.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's intense.
Look at that.
Still does look like heaps.
I know.
But
Take that in, but compared to that
That.
one, I mean, come on. And with the salt as well, you make a wonderful reduction, and that's all the salt that's going to be going into your diets if you stick with the swaps and stick with cutting out the junk food. Eh?
That's so cool.
Good swaps.
Yeah.
You guys have done an amazing job. You've inspired us. We feel good about this because you're so keen to make the changes. So, good luck.
Oh, thank you. Lovely to meet
Love,
you.
huh?
You too.
Come on in,
And
man.
you know what?
Thank you.
You've got some amazing kids.
Oh, thank you.
know.
We're proud.
If I can try and get my kids into the kitchen as much as you've got yours in there, I'll be happy.
I'm thinking as a family, we're certainly going to make a heck of a lot better decisions when we go through the supermarket. You know, less time worrying about what's new and what's shiny, and a little bit more about what's actually going to be better for us.
Why do I get all the sugar?
Because you're so sweet, bro.
Oh, stop it! That was a sweet family, wasn't it?
Hey, don't get all salty. What?
Sweet as, bro.